Hi everyone, welcome back. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because today we're gonna be talking about all this new makeup that I've been testing. I'm wearing some of it today. I'm very excited. Okay, some of this I've used in long form content, some of it I used in short form, but this look is giving. It is. So let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna try to move quickly. The first two products I have are setting sprays, and I use both of them today on my face. The first one is the Thread Prime and Set Hydra Matte Setting Spray, and it says it's supposed to be a hydrating fine mist setting spray infused with aloe vera and lavender water, perfect for a soft matte finish, delivering all day slay. Sorry that it's kind of hard to see. I don't know how else to show you. It's like a light teal. The mister, when they said fine mist, they meant that. Let me see if I can show you. Like, oh my gosh, I love the way it feels on the skin. It is not too mattifying, especially if you're already wearing like super matte products and you just want them to stay matte, control your oils throughout the day. I think this is a great product. I love that it specifically says that you can use it before and after makeup. This is a really good product. I don't really like the smell. It must be the aloe vera and the lavender. I didn't use it to set. I used this other one. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Veil Setting Spray. Now this is matte. I don't know if you can see my face. It's matte. Okay, do not play with her. Do not play with her. She is matte, but it's not drying. Like, I'm getting my mirror to see. It is not drying. Like, my face looks nice and smooth, but it doesn't look cakey. None of that. This is such a good product. This would be my third time using it. Yes, Ulta Beauty, yes. I think they have like a hydrating version of this. I think a hydrating version, but I opted for the matte version because I'm a matte girl. I am. And the face is looking great. Now I have one primer, and this is, I'm just kind of like, I'm in the middle about this. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. I promise you have heard about this. Everybody was talking about this, and that's the consistency. It's like, for some reason, when I first tried this, I was like, okay, blur. When I think of blur, I think of matte. So I was like, okay, it can be hydrating, but still matte. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is great. It's gonna be matte, it's gonna blur the pores. And it did blur the pores. Like, I do believe that it blurs my pores. I use this in the T-zone, and my skin looks super good. But it's like, after a little bit, it kind of looks shiny, and that emphasizes texture, so it's kind of like contradicting itself. But like, it's not that big of a deal because you're covering it up, the shine up anyways. I don't know how I feel about it. And I'm very sensitive. Like, my face is very sensitive, and this has a cooling effect. It says it on the back. Like, I can feel it on my face. I don't know how to explain it, but like, it's not heavy, but because of that cooling sensation, I can feel it on my face, and I don't really like that. So I use it mainly in targeted areas. The first two times I used this, I used it all over my face. It was too much. My face was like, no girl, please don't do that again. So I'm gonna only keep it into the T-zone, and I think it'll be good. I paired it with the Milani SPF BFF. I just put that all over my face, a thin layer, and then I layered this primer over top, and it seems to be working well. Like I said, I'm kind of like just in the middle about it. You know, I don't really like the way it feels. I'd rather just have a matte blurring primer, but I will use this up and see if my mind changes. Right now I'm just like in the middle about it. All right, now let's move on to foundation. Okay, I have 3 foundations to talk about. Let's start off with the one that I'm wearing now. I'm wearing the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint Stick. I have 2 shades, 15 and 18. Now listen, I don't think either of these match. I think this one, 15, is a little too light, and 18 is too warm and too dark. I think I need 16, but they do not sell 16 in store. Like, it will literally skip 16. It goes to 15, then to 17, and I don't know why. Like, the one shade that I need, they don't have. But I mixed them today on my face, and I think I made it work. Let's talk about it, okay? Because when I first tried this, I paired it with the Blur Out Primer, and when I put this all over my face, like I said, oh, I didn't like it. And I used too much setting spray, because normally stick foundations, stick stuff like this, it's a little bit harder to blend out, and people use setting spray to help. I used too much, and it was like very wet and sticky, and I was like, is this the product? I don't like it. And I was like, what's going on? Girl, I used too much setting spray. So this time around, I think this is my third time using it. The second time around I didn't use as much setting spray, but this time around I didn't use any, because when you first use it, it kind of tugs at your skin, but as your skin warms it up, it becomes easier to work with. I didn't feel like I needed the setting spray. When I tell you it's more of a matte skin tint, and I have been looking for a matte skin tint, affordable one, because there's one by Fenty that I want to try, but it's, you know, a little bit more expensive. This one was sent to me by Influencer. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to try it, and I am so glad that I gave it multiple chances. This is very beautiful. Oh, skin is blurring. Okay, I love how smooth my skin looks. I really do, and I really do think that this blurs the skin. And for a skin tint, child, it has some good coverage, and I think this would be very good for summer, but I really seriously like the way that this looks. Okay, the other foundation that I've been wearing a lot that I really love, and it's the Maybelline Lumi-Matte foundation. I have this in the shade 350. I don't know if this is a good match right now. I seem like I got lighter, because when I first tried this, it really matched. It was like the shade match was so good. I haven't got that look in a while, but then when I used it again, it looked kind of off, so I don't know. But the finish of this, it looks skin-like, but not too dewy and not like super matte. It's not even giving soft matte. It just looks healthy, like you put on like a layer of moisturizer. It's so beautiful. I can't even remember how many times I wore this. I love this so much. I don't know about the 30-hour wear, but it does last very well, especially because I do set my face with powder and stuff. I usually double set with the loose and a pressed powder, and I'm good to go. Okay, this is another good option at the drugstore if you're like trying to look for a new foundation. Now, another foundation, I've only wore this once, so I'm sorry I didn't get to wear it a ton of time, but this is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made foundation. Y'all, this smooth, not drying, but still matte, but you still look good. You don't look dry, you look moisturized. How? Like literally how? This, I need in the shade, this is too dark. I have this in the shade D15. Yeah, this is too dark. Yo, this is like an OG for a lot of people, and I just now am using it, and I'm so sorry that I'm late. Oh, I see why people love it. I see why people love it. Yes, I can't wait to keep wearing this. And she lasted so well. She did a good job, okay? Another 10 out of 10. Foundations have been killing it, okay? All right, now I just have one concealer, and I'm wearing the concealer today. This is in the $10 and under video as well. This is the Thread Beauty Cover It Multi-Use Complexion Fluid, and I have this in the shade 06 Tan Deep. First of all, I love this shade match on me. Full coverage. Full coverage. When I used it in the 10 and under video, I used a lot, but it looked amazing. It looked amazing. It didn't look cakey. It looked so smooth. Coverage was amazing. I didn't use as much this time. I feel like I should go back to using the amount that I did. I feel like I should, because that looked good. Like, this looks good, but that looked great, okay? It looks so smooth. It truly does. And the way it just like morphs into your skin, winner. Yeah, I have to say, this is up there. I think this is up there with some of my favorite concealers that I've ever tried. Now I have a bronzer and a blush. So let's start off with the bronzer. The e.l.f. liquid bronzer. I have this in the shade Tan Deep. Okay, I'm not familiar with liquid bronzers. This is my first ever liquid bronzer. When I first tested this out, it was too much. It was too much. I played myself. One dot. I think I need half a dot or a third of a dot, because this is very pigmented, which I love, and I love the shade range, but you need to be careful. And I need to experiment more with this, but I still would give it a 10 out of 10. It blended well. It didn't look patchy, and if you did too much, it would easily blend out. I need to keep playing around with this, but so far I like it. It's just a lot for me. It's a lot. I'm so used to a cream bronzer. It still gets a 10 out of 10 though. All right, now the liquid blush that I have is the About Face Pigmented Fluid Blush in the shade Grand. Is it Pre or Pricks? Now, this, I'm not familiar with their liquid blushes, so when I first tried this, it was very sheer, and I was like, oh, okay. It's like a gel-like consistency. It's kind of thinner, and it's like, yeah, like a gel kind of consistency. I don't know about how I feel about the formula, but like the color is beautiful, and it can be built up, so it can be a good thing for you. I'm used to a little bit more pigment. Also, let me say that when I first tried it, I used it with the Milani Skin Tint stick, but the shade was too dark, so that could be it. But I like the color, so I'm like, I'm kind of fine with building it up. It's fine. And even if you use too much, when you set with powder, it's gonna kind of tone it down. Now we need to talk about the packaging. It looks cool. I love that you can see the color on the outside, so you know what color you're getting, but it's kind of cheap packaging, and I don't want to be rude because that doesn't really bother me, but I'm sorry about the sound, but y'all hear that? I do not like that, and it happens every single time I close it. Also, the doe foot is not the best. I think it needs to be a little bit thicker because it kind of scrapes your skin. So that's the only thing. It's not the best packaging, but it does lock. When you close it, it locks. So that's good. I just wish that the packaging was a little bit upgraded. I have 3 powders to show y'all. 2 are loose and 2 are pressed. So let's start off with the loose powders. I'm wearing all 3 of these today on my skin. The first one is the LYS Triple Fix Loose Setting Powder. I think that's what it's called. It's the new LYS loose powder. I love this packaging. It's so nice. And I have this in the shade Tan. First of all, smooth, matte, not too matte though. That's the key. Matte, but not too matte. And you can open it up like this and you can take out this whole sister if you need to. But I really like the packaging. I like that it closes so it doesn't spill everywhere. You need to be careful. I feel like with all loose powders or most loose powders, you need to be careful and make sure you hydrate. But especially with this one, it's a little bit intense. So you need to be careful. But that's what I love, babe. That's what I love. Okay, yeah. I use this on my face, not under my eyes, because I use the other powder that I'm about to mention. I really like the way it looks. I like how smooth my skin looks. Definitely repurchase. It's more intense than their pressed powder. So if you find that one wasn't enough for you in the summer months or in the warmer months, humid months, you should try this loose powder. And the other one that I've been loving, oh, I love this. This is the About Face Curtain Call Set and Smooth Loose Powder. I think this is more intense than the LYS one. This one is finely milled. That one's more like a traditional powder consistency. This one is a little bit more finely milled. I don't know if you'll be able to see in the packaging there. Yeah, and I like this. I like the netting too on this one. The packaging, I really like it, but it looks amazing on the skin. I love it. I have this in the shade Partition, and I think it's a little bit too dark. I used it on my under eyes, and I used a brightening powder that I'm about to show you, but this is intense. You need to be careful. If you have really dry skin, make sure you hydrate. Please make sure you hydrate. Even if you don't have dry skin, you need to be hydrating, but like, especially if you're gonna use this powder, you need to hydrate. Don't play yourself. Do not play yourself, especially on your under eyes. Don't do that. Don't do that. Both of them get a 10 out of 10. I really was so excited about this powder. Y'all know I love a good powder. Y'all already know. Y'all already know I love a good powder. And the pressed powder that I have is the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. It has vegan collagen, tea tree, and vitamin E in it. And I have this in the shade Medium Tan. I believe I got this off Amazon a while ago, but this color is a little too light for me. So I used this on my under eyes and in the T-zone. I don't know if you can see the color right there, but it's so silky and smooth and lightweight, and I really like this. This was like $3, I think, 2 or 3. So I love a good affordable find. I do. Another winner. Like, we have a lot of winners with this new makeup, and I'm so happy about it. I am. I have one more complexion product, I guess. It's a highlighter. This is the Revolution Beam Highlighter, I believe that's what it's called. Beam Bright Highlighter, and I have this in the shade Bronze Baddie. I think this is a little too dark for me, so I need a different shade. This is absolutely beautiful. Y'all know I love a good highlighter. This is more baked, y'all. I'm not wearing this today because it doesn't match and it's a little too dark. This, yes ma'am, yes. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. I can't even speak. Y'all know I love a good highlighter. Y'all already know. In the pan it does feel hard, but it's very smooth on the skin. I'm trying to build it up so you can see. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's so intense, and I love that. So if you're not looking for an intense highlighter, I think either you should skip this or use a nice fluffy brush to diffuse it out, because I used a more concentrated brush and it was like very intense, but that's what I like. I just love the way it looks so smooth on the skin, and I love the way it blends out. It's very nice. It's very nice. This formula is very nice, and I love the packaging as well. Okay, Makeup Revolution. All right now. Make sure you're drinking your water. Okay, can't be parched out here. Okay. Now let's move on to the eyes. I'm excited. Okay, let's talk about this first product. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Tankini. Yeah, Tankini. It's like kind of a mustard yellow, but it's a little bit kind of like neon. I don't know how to explain the color. That's what the color looks like. I'll do a swatch for you guys because these lights are like really bright. I've never tried Colourpop Super Shocks, and I've heard so many good things about them, so I was like, girl, y'all know I love yellow, so I had to try this color. I have the shade Ritz as well because everybody loves it, but I think I might like this one more. I haven't tried that shade yet, so I'm just judging based off the color, and it really sticks to the eyelids very well, even on top of powder. That's the color. I really like it on the eyes. I think I took pictures with this color on, so I'll probably put that in here too as well so you can really see. I really want to try more colors because this formula seems great so far, even though I've only used it once. The formula, it'll be looking good. Okay, and I think it lasts very well. It doesn't crease in my eyes as well. Now let's talk about a product that I'm like kind of iffy about. This is the e.l.f. Keep It Ethereal eyeshadow palette, and that's what it looks like. I think this is supposed to be an alternative to a high-end palette. Makeup by Mario, Ethereal Eyes, Ethereal, something ethereal. Okay, first of all, love the sparkles. Love the shimmers in this. Beautiful. Now this shade right here, I don't know if you can tell, this shade right here has a little bit of hard pan. It's weird because I've only used this palette once and it happened when I used it for the first time. So I don't know what that's about. But you know, this palette, it's cool. It's okay. I wish there was darker colors in here for darker skin tones. But you know, it's cool. I have palettes that I like a little bit more than this. But you know, I'm like, like this eyeshadow I like a little bit more, which I'm about to show you. And I would choose that over this. I think it's good, but I'm not really wowed by it. You know, I was so excited to use this and then I used it and I was like, cool, you know, it's cool. It's a good eyeshadow palette, don't get me wrong. The formula is great, but the shadows, they blended well. They didn't look patchy or anything, even without an eye primer. Yeah, maybe hopefully in the future they can come out with like a darker version of this. I know it's only like 10 eyeshadows, but I don't know. I wish there was more. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the palette that I'm wearing today, and I'm wearing the Makeup Revolution the Enchanted Icon palette. The colors are absolutely beautiful. I can't get over it. So I think I prefer this palette over the e.l.f. one and the other two palettes that I'm about to show you. But for the eye look today, I used these two dark browns right here. See, like, this is the kind of shade that I like, that I want to see in palettes. This is very pigmented. I used a lot, especially on the lower lashes. I kind of went ham. I kind of did. But I used this lighter brown in the crease, and then I used this all over the lid. And then I used this color. It's like a dual color. I don't know how to explain it. It's like dual because it's like split in the pan. There's a line, but it's like also has lighter purple spread throughout, if that makes any sense. I used that. I was gonna do a halo smoky eye kind of thing, but I ended up putting it all over the lid because I couldn't resist. I couldn't. And then I already used this color in my makeup therapy video, but I used that in the inner corner. It's like kind of the same color, but kind of not. I don't know how to explain it. I truly don't. But let me take off my glasses so you can see. And I think these are $12. I feel like the e.l.f. one is a little bit more buildable, but these are a little bit more pigmented right off the bat, especially that darkest color. Look, are we seeing what I am seeing? Hopefully it can show the sparkles, because like in person it's like very sparkly and I really like it. I really do. But if you want something a little bit more subtle than that, but you still want some pinks but also mixed in with some neutral tones, some golds, this is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose palette. I've only had the opportunity to use this once, but this is beautiful. I feel like this is more of a, I don't say traditional eyeshadow formula because it's still easy to blend and it's still lightweight, but I think that one might be a little bit more pigmented. But don't play with her either. I loved this palette when I used it, and even though the colors, they don't look super sparkly in the pan as compared to this one, like this one looks sparkly, like that shade looks sparkly in the pan. First of all, I was playing around with this palette, okay? I was doubting her and I used that center shade right here and I was like, I don't really like satins. I was talking trash basically, but she proved me wrong. She did. It was giving more of like a metallic, like a high shine. And I love that. I love that so much. I haven't used the other colors. I can't wait. This palette is beautiful and I think it's $8. For $8, you're getting all of this. We love to see it. We love to see it. And another palette that I've only used once, I'm sorry guys. This is the Garden of Juvia's by Juvia's Place. When you think of spring, this is what you think of. Look at that. This is what you think of. Next time I want to use these colors right here, like these teal greens, this mint green. I really do. I said it multiple times in that video when I used it. This marigold right here, I'm not really feeling that color. I don't know. It looked more like neon highlighter on my eyelid, so I'll have to experiment more with that. But if you want sparkles, if you want spring sparkles, this is the palette for you. The sparkles are so pretty, so pretty. And I don't know if the camera picked it up, but I was sparkling. Okay, I was twinkling like a star. I love the formula. It's easy to blend. This is a really good palette to look into. I don't know if it's available on Juvia's website, but it's not on Ulta anymore. My dad got it for me off Amazon a while back. And I was like, thank you. Thanks. Now, we need to talk about the lip combo that I'm wearing now, since we're moving on to the lips. The lip liner I have on is the Ruby Kisses Intense Lip Liner in the shade Burgundy Brown. And I paired it with the Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint in number 20. The colors, I mean, look at that. Yes. And this is what it looks like on my lips after some time, because I've been talking. Yeah, this combo ate. This combo did, and that's what the shade looks like on the back of my hand without any lip liner. I really like the way it looks. It's moussey, but it's not like a thick mousse, and it feels lightweight. And like the color, as you can see, it's intense, but it's not like super intense. You know what I mean? So you can wear this with like lighter makeup, but you can also pair this with like a more lighter eye, lighter blush, and I think it would still go good. I went to a wedding on Saturday, and through eating and drinking, it lasts. So we love that. We do. And I also have, with the lip liner, I also have another shade in Plum, and I really love this shade as well. And I got these at the beauty supply store for like $1.29, 28 or something like that. Burgundy brown, it has a little bit more brown in it, so it's a little bit more for everyday. But if you like a little bolder color, the Plum shade looks beautiful. And I want to try more shades in the Teddy tint because I really like the way it looks and feels on the lips and the way it lasts. Yes ma'am, yes ma'am. And with the Plum shade of the lip liner, I paired it with the L'Oreal Paris lip gloss. It's a lip balm and a gloss, I think that's what it's called, but that's what that looks like. Look at that shade. Oh, it's so pretty. And I have this in the shade 100 Mademoiselle Mauve. This feels not super thick, but it still feels very hydrating, like a balm would. And I love the shine that this gives. Look at that. Look at that color. I literally could scream. Look at that color. So if you're more of a gloss person, I think this would be for you. Look at the shine. Come on. Yes. I love that. So I really love this as well. I have another product from Maybelline. I think it's from Maybelline. Yeah. So let's talk about that. Because I'm a matte girl, I had to try this Color Sensational matte lipstick, and I have this in the shade More Mauve, $5.99. Now this is a bit of a brighter color, so I would always wear a lip liner with this. It's a little bit more pale, but once I pair it with a lip liner, it looks really good. That's what the shade looks like. See how it's a little bit more, obviously it's cool tone, but it's like also a little bit lighter for me. So with the lip liner is key. I love this formula. I love how lightweight it feels, but it doesn't feel dry. But I really like the way that this lasts and it looks so good on the lips. This is another winner. I love a good matte lip and I can't wait to try more colors. Now let's talk, well, I have some more matte products because like I said, I'm a matte girl. These are the Hard Candy lip blurs and I have the shade Adore and Secret Crush, pink and a red. I'm branching out, y'all. I am, because y'all know I love browns, but I love this color. Look at that. This one's a little bit darker than the Maybelline shade, but this, it feels lightweight as well on the lips. I love the way it looks too, the way it blends. This blends very well, and I do think that it blurs the lips, so your lips be looking extra, extra good. And then this is the shade Secret Crush. I love this red. Ooh, I love this red. I wore this to dinner with my friends. Oh, child, she lasted. She did. She didn't come to play, okay? These are a really good formula. I think these are under $10 as well. Okay, Hard Candy, stop playing. Stop. But let's move on to this. This is like spring. You see this color? This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade Fruit Snacks. This is a very intense color. Popsicle lips. Popsicle lips. I love the way that this looks. Ugh, for summer, babe, you're set. You're set. This is such a beautiful color. Look how smooth it looks and shiny. This really makes your lips look really, really good. I love this formula. I have another shade, and this line, Fenty, I love this line. Please don't ever get rid of it. Don't do that. Please don't. One of my I want to end off on a good note. So let's talk about this product. This is the CoverGirl Yummy Blur lipstick, and I have this in the shade Honey Blur 180. Yeah, 180. This is what the color looks like. These really dark colors, like, ooh, so pretty. I don't like the smell of this. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't like it. Like, it's not terrible, but I do not like it. And this is a lipstick. I don't know. See, like I said, when I think of blur, I think of matte. So I just thought it was gonna be matte. That's what happens when you don't read. Because this was sent to me from Influencer, and the color was so pretty. And I was like, it's a new makeup product, so I can test it on my channel and stuff like that. But that's what the color looks like. The color is so pretty. It's so pretty. I think my mom might like the shade. I'm not really into like a lipstick. I have lipstick, so I can branch out for you guys and add some variety. But I'm not really a lipstick person, you know? So this is kind of in the middle for me. I want to end off on a good note. So this last product is Revlon Color Stay Limitless Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade 003 Upper Hand, and it's a neutral. This formula, yeah. I don't know how to explain like the way that I love this product. First of all, it glides on. It's so lightweight, but the pigment is there, and it doesn't, like, I don't feel this on my lips at all. I love the way that this dries down. It feels so smooth. I love the packaging. Like, look at it. Let me show you. Girl, let me show you the product. Like, look at that. I love that. And I love that on the bottom with the shade name, it has if it's neutral, cool tone, warm tone for you guys. There you go. You can kind of see it now. And that's the color by itself. Look at that. Look at that color. And look how smooth it looks just on the back of my hand. Yes, this is another winner for me. Let me know if you tried any of these products. Did any of these not work out for you? Let me know if you want to try these products. This is probably in my top 5 favorite things that I've tried in this pile of makeup. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you're doing well. I'm sending so much love and positivity your way. I love you guys. I truly do. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!